diverse journals. I'm profoundly delighted to welcome the chief guest for the day, Dr. J. Karthikeyan. Dr. J. Karthikeyan is a professor of English and Dean Career Development at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and Technology, Chittor, Andhra Pradesh. 6 major events were organized by him, that is 4 international conferences and 2 global summits. His additional qualifications are Diploma in Educational Psychology and Child Education, Diploma in Computer Application in Education, Diploma in Library and Information Systems Certificate course in Yoga. He has presented about 38 research papers in various national and international conferences. Also, he has edited 18 books and 3 papers in Web of Science, received 2 international awards. The 2 awards are Young Researcher Award in 2021, Highly Regarded Educator in 2018. He is also widely known across the country through his seminars. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. First of all, good evening to everyone. Hope I am audible. Before we proceed further, may I request everyone to turn on your cameras. I know, same like me, many of you must have rushed back from your workplaces. You must be feeling so tired. Even then, for the sake of organizers, let's open our camera for 10 seconds so that they will take a geotag photo. That's a part of approvals as well for IQAC. We all submit documents for IQAC. So it's a good practice to open your camera for 10 minutes. May I request all the participants to open your cameras for 10 minutes. And I assure everyone that the next 45 minutes will be very much useful for you. And I can give you a handwritten document to ensure the information that you will be taking for the next 45 minutes. So please turn on your camera. And I thank Dr. Karthikeyan SV for creating a good opportunities for all of us to meet in this forum. And I'm equally delighted to share whatever information I have gathered all these years with reference to research. Okay, some others. So in case I think we are 6 or 7 who has turned on the cameras. Others, can you please turn on your cameras? Wherever you are, you can be even in a flight. I'm sure even Emirates has given the opportunity for us to use in-flight data services. So please turn on your cameras. Okay, organizers, please take a geotag photos because if you take a screenshot, that will have the time and the date on the computers. But for NAC accreditations, they are taking proof only through geotag photos. So you may claim that you have taken a screenshot from the camera, but that is not counted because they are using artificial intelligence for evaluating our documents. So Karthikeyan, ma'am, please take geotag photo from your mobile.
Darren, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
1 second, sir. Darren, ma'am, can you go ahead with geotag photo?
Or I can help you because I'm taking care of IQAC as well in the universities. So I have very clear idea.
Thank you so much, sir. Please send us a copy.
That's all. But my geotag will come as Vellore. That's not at all a problem. You can always use it.
Yes, sir. You're a speaker for this day and.
Yeah, I have taken a photo on your behalf. Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, all professors, teachers, research scholars, students. Thank you very much for being a part of this event. I know how difficult it is to organize an event in the evening, that too on a working day. I should appreciate Dr. Karthikeyan for taking this pain and putting all of us under one roof. So my basic information is that some of you must be wondering whether this guy really knows about any Scopus publication or whether Karthikeyan has called him because he or she may be his friend. So you don't have to have any doubts. I have around 38 papers in Scopus, which are really from very good journals as well. So you can really trust me that I'm going to teach you something very useful as of Scopus is concerned, because I'm sure that most of you will be from English departments. In case if you are using a laptop, please know where is a print screen button. Print screen button will be on the top row in your laptop. In case if you are using a mobile phone, please know how to take a screenshot, because the information that I'm going to share with you will be live screens. So you can take a screenshot. And in case if you are using a laptop, you can open a Word document and save the screenshot side by side. So that will be my advice for next 30 to 40 minutes. So you may ask me, sir, why you tell all these things? Because you are investing your time. They always say investing your time. Whenever we invest time, there must be some returns. And it is my duty to ensure that I'm going to give you returns in the form of information that I'm going to share with you. All right. With your permission, with the permission of organizers, let us start this wonderful meeting. Let me share my screen so that you will understand. Hope my screen is visible. You can now really believe that I have 39 papers in Scopus, and my citation is 83 and H index is 5. Probably you can ask me, sir, why is that you are showing off? It's not show off. Most of you will be teachers working in mostly in private institutions. Some of you will be in the universities, and some of you will be research scholars and students. Please understand today market value of English teachers. I believe most of you are from English department. Market value of English teachers. When you attend the interview, you will know very well. When you go for an interview process, they will ask you not about your PhD thesis title and all this thing. In case if you are going for a challenging institute or universities, they will ask you, do you know about Scopus? How many papers you have in Scopus, Web of Science? And the worst case, they will ask you about UGC publication. So that is a practice which is being followed in recent times when you go for interviews. And those of you who are research scholars, you must be thinking that, oh my God, I don't know why I joined in PhD. I have a lot of stress to publish papers. There are no journals in Scopus for English or Web of Science. In case if you are thinking like this, please put a full stop, because I'm going to show you there are thousands of journals for literature, because I know how difficult it is to publish paper in Scopus in literature. So kindly allow me. I'm going to turn off my camera. That is not to cover my face, but to have some better clarity in the signal, because some of you must be using your mobile phone. Now everybody can turn off your mobile video so that you can save some data. You can save not less than 30 to 40 MB of your data when you turn off your mobile phone. So you can go ahead. Okay. Initially, now I have shown you my page. Now let us start from first. As soon as we enter into a Scopus page, because this presentation is all about the Scopus, I have not prepared any PPT because I want to show you live. You must be knowing how to go into this website. Go to Google and you can type Scopus. So naturally, this will prompt you to this website, scopus.com. And once you open the website in your mobile phone, there will be two options. One is to check source. The other one is to check search. So now I am in the source page. I'm going step by step. For those of you who are expert, I think this may not be new information for you, but for those of us who are in the learning process, whenever you log into a Scopus page, you will find the search. You will have source and Saival. So these three options will be there. Now I have clicked the source. So this is step number one. Once I click source, what I see here, I can see title, as well as there is an option to enter title. So what I'm supposed to do now, I have to click this title button. So there will be a drop-down menu which says subject area, title, publisher, ISSN. Step number one, for those of you who says, sir, I don't find literature journal in Scopus, I'm going to give you answers. I'm going to give you thousands of journals for literature. Ma'am, is my screen really visible and very clear? Karthika, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. You can turn off your cameras now. That's fine. Okay. So now, what did I tell you? First thing, we go to the source page. Once I go to the source page, I click title. Once I click the title, I find 4 different icons here: subject area, title, publisher, ISSN. So I start to click with subject area. So I click the subject area. So this is step number 1. Once I click subject area, come to the right side where you have enter subject area. This page is common even if you use a mobile phone or a tab or a laptop. It is common. So what is it you're going to type in the subject area? Once you click this subject area, there will be a new text box which will open. You can see here there are different subject areas which are given here. So now what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to refine this subject area. Just scroll down and see what are the topics that matches you. For example, arts and humanities. So arts and humanities matches you. Okay, so we just think for some time. Let's come back again. So art and humanities is matches you. Some of you may think that classics really matches me. Okay, general arts really matches you. Some of you may think language and linguistics. For example, if your PhD research or your research area is language and linguistics, you can always choose this option. Now, see here, literature and literary theory. This is more relevant to you, so select it. So once you select it, just click apply. I will tell you there are more options for literature journals. I'm giving you an example with a basic selection, which is selecting subject area. Once I click subject area, I'm going to enter subject area. There I have chosen literature and literary theory. So once I selected this, I click apply. So now once I click apply, what do you see on my screen? 1133 results, which means that there are 1,133 journals related to literature alone. So literature and literary theories alone. How many journals are there? 1,133 journals or periodicals which are listed in Scopus are there. Now, so this is only an example. Now go back to subject area. Now just see what are the subjects area which is very close to you with reference to literature. Let us not talk about ELT now. First, we will talk about literature. Do you think these are some of the areas which is related to you? If you think that, you can select it. See, there are many areas related. For example, cultural studies. Yes, you can select it because there are many journals related to literature and cultural studies. Anthropology. Yes, it is related to literature. Then sociopsychology, not related, because if you think that your literature is related to sociopsychology, you can choose it. So similarly, you just look into the subject areas and you can go ahead adding to your subject area search. So multidisciplinary, yes, because some of the multidisciplinary journals, they accept literature papers as well. Recently, we had one paper which we published in literature paper in this literary journal. Okay. Now I have selected 2 or 3. I have clicked apply. When I clicked apply, when I click apply, just see the number here. So the number has increased to 2,564. Sir, madam, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever are here. See, now I have made only a minor selection of subject area. So how many journals we have? 2,564. So I'm giving you an example, right? Now we will remove this cultural study. We will remove this anthropology. So based on your subject area, you can always check. Okay, this is relevant to me. So in case if you think there are subject areas like ocean. If your literature work is on ocean literature, you can always choose from that. Okay. Now this is step 1. Hope you are very clear. So what we did, we logged into scopus.com and we clicked the sources. Once we click the sources, we have selected subject area. Once we selected subject area, the first subject area we are given literature and literary theory. So how many we have? We have around 1,133 journals. This is step 1. Step 2. Now, what you are supposed to do, whenever you choose a journal, the importance that you must give is to number of papers which are published in that journal. That's very important. And before we go that, see now we have selected this literature and literature literary theories. Come to the left side. What do you see here? First quartile, second quartile, third quartile, fourth quartile. Some of the experts say that better you go with first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, to avoid fourth quartile. But some of our experience say that some of the new journals which are added into Scopus, they naturally come to fourth quartile. What some experts say is that if a journal is in fourth quartile, there might be a chance that it may be eliminated, or sometimes if it is very new, definitely they are going to be in fourth quartile. So so I recommend, there is nothing wrong. Wherever your journal is there, it's always good to go ahead. But I will teach you how to filter it, how to check the originality and long-lastingness of a journal. So as of now, you don't have to do anything. You can select first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, fourth quartile, which means that first quartile means the particular journal has more citations. So that is a basic idea. And again, they have different metrics to put a journal in a first quartile, second quartile, based on number of citation, based on number of papers they publish, based on the review process, selection process. The Elsevier segregates them. Okay. So first thing what we did, we have selected 1, 2, 3 quartile, not the fourth quartile. Again, I will tell you whether you can add the fourth quartile. I personally says that nothing wrong, you can add fourth quartile, but I will give you some ideas how to filter that again. As of now, we have selected quartile 1, 2, 3, which means that these journals will definitely be in Scopus and will not be removed immediately, because some of us, we will notice our paper in Scopus database, but once the paper get published, we will see the paper in Scopus database, or in 1 or 2 days time, or 15 days time, 1 month time, that will be removed. But if your journal is in 1, 2, 3 quartiles, definitely that journal will not be removed. And even if the journal is removed after if the journal is removed from Scopus after 6 months, your paper will stay back in Scopus. That will not be deleted, because our universities, once we submit the thesis or once we apply for a promotion, they will open the Scopus database and check whether your publication is still live or not. So to be on a safer side, we say you choose, first of all, first, second, third quartile. That's the reason why I say, because sometimes if you publish in fourth quartile, if the journal is removed, sometimes there is a chance that your paper also gets removed. To be on a safer side, the first thing that we did is subject area, then subject we have chosen literature, and we have selected 1, 2, 3 quartiles. And the next filter is journals. If you see here, there are 4 different configurations: journal, book series, conference proceedings, trade publication. So what we have to choose? Journals. Once you have selected quartile 1, 2, 3 and the journals, click apply. So now if you apply, how many journals are there? Only 682. 682 is really a good number, because as per my knowledge, there are about 3,984 journals in quartile 1, 2, 3 with reference to literature alone. So I will show you how it works. Okay. But now I'm giving you only an example. So right now we have 682 journals here. Right. This is the step 1. Step 1, we have completed, entered everything. And what is the next step that we should do? See this one. If you look into it, there is a option. Okay. Yeah, it's here. So now, if you once we filter it, what you see here, there is an option called site score. What is a site score? Generally, there is a terminology called impact factor. Ladies and gentlemen, or scholars or students, please understand, when somebody asks you, do you have any papers in impact factor? You can always say yes if your paper is published in Web of Science indexing. I repeat, there are 71 different kinds of impact factor agencies in the world, and only one is approved by the education department, because there are different industries and different industries have different kinds of impact factor with reference to the journals. But what is accredited by top ranking agencies or NIRF is only Web of Science. In case if you don't have a Web of Science, you have published your paper in X or Y journals which are not indexed in Web of Science or Scopus, you cannot say that you have a journal with impact factor. So impact factor refers only to journals which are listed or indexed in Web of Science, not even in Scopus, because in Scopus it is called a site score. See here, in Scopus it is called a site score. Now you must be very clear, impact factor refers only to journals which are listed in Web of Science. And if you go to Google and type journals with impact factor, you will get some journals in English language literature with impact factor 45. Kindly don't believe that. They have different kinds of metrics, and just to bluff us, to cheat us, they put all kinds of impact factors. So impact factors refers only to journals which are listed in Web of Science. Okay. Now, what about Scopus? Scopus, it's called a site score. See the site score here. You just click this button, so it will put everything from low to high or high to low. So you can ask me, Karthik, whether I should choose any journal with a high site score or low site score. That is up to you. You can decide which one you want to go with. So that is what you should understand. So what is in Scopus? In Scopus, it is called as site score. In Web of Science, it is called as impact factor. So what are the things I have taught you? I have taught you first thing, once you log into the Scopus database, you should click source. Once you click the source, come to subject area. In subject area, you are choosing literature. Once you do the selection, you come to filters, select quartile 1, 2, 3, and the journals, click apply. You will get a list of journals as of now. Once you did this, you can check site score. But because why I told you to click it, just to give you an idea, what is the difference between site score and impact factor. Any journals listed in Scopus, their metrics is called as site score, and if a journal is listed in Web of Science, their measurement is called as impact factor. What is this site score? Site score is nothing but citation score. Number of papers which are cited by researchers to a particular journal, that is called a site score. Site score will go high if more citations are there for the particular journal. So that is called a site score. Again, impact factor is also same. What sort of impact the particular journal is having among the research world, that is called as impact factor. Hope I made it very clear with the site score and impact factor. So what is it we are going to do next? Come see here, source title, citation, highest percentile. Don't worry about this percentile. It is we don't have to worry about it. Citations. Don't worry about your citation. When our work is really good, our citation also will go high. Okay, now see this one. There is an option called documents. So click this documents. I will tell you why we need to click these documents. Once you click these documents, now it is arranged from higher or lower or higher. What it tells us, for example, see the particular journal, reversed, it's an open access. So how many papers they have published in the recent time? They have published 441. Excuse me. How many papers they have published? 441. What does it mean? Probably this journal is an open access. So usually they charge some money, but they never compromise on quality. So they have published 441. So you can give importance for journals which have more number of publications. Okay. So now if you just see which one we will choose, once you put it in ascending order. So now what I did, I have clicked this document icon. Now it is in ascending order, least to maximum. What is this least? Now see this journal, how many papers they have published from 2018 to 21. They have published only 7 papers. Let's say that you are sending a paper, submitting a paper to this journal. the chances of getting your papers published is not even 1%. So don't choose these kind of journals because their publication numbers are very less. So what you should do, click from descending order. So higher to lower. So choose journals where they have many number of publication. Okay. So now hope I made it very clear. So we have selected first, second, third quartile, which means that these journals will not be removed. Even if these journals are removed after some time, your paper will not be removed from the database. That is, you should understand. Second thing, what we did, we selected this document, click the document to arrange from higher to lower, which means that you can go with the journals which have more publications. So you can just scroll down and you can see journals with more publications. You can ask me, Karthik, what should be the minimum? That I will tell you next. Now, till now, everything is very clear. I know that you have some more questions. I will tell you step by step. Before that, did I make it very clear? Do you have any doubts still here? You are free enough to ask me, please.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is the log?
So there is a problem with your audio, sir. You can even chat, text it.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Now you are audible, sir.
The login procedure I'm asking to the scopers, is it free or should we pay something, or is there any?
It's free. You don't have to pay anything, sir.
Okay, because some journals they may ask us to pay something, or
no.
Or you must log in through your institutional mail.
Nothing, sir. Chandrasekhar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, for login, you don't have to pay because Scopus is a collection of journals. It is an indexing organization. They will never ask you to pay anything. It's free.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Right, sir. Do you think that the information that I am sharing is somewhat useful to someone?
Yes,
Not
sir.
useful?
It's highly useful for all fraternity, sir. Not only for teachers, for research scholars, everyone. It is much useful.
Great,
because
sir.
Great, sir. Finding the right platform is very difficult for many people. They are misguided. That's why people are publishing in the regional journals. And some journals, they come with the title international journal. People think that it is also international. Why can't I publish this one?
Correct,
And
correct,
why should I go for the Scopus
there
only?
are many fake journals as well, sir.
There is a phobia of the, especially for English community, that is, we cannot publish paper in Scopus index because
never, sir. After 20 minutes, you will say we will publish more papers in Scopus. We can do it, sir. Thank you very much.
So you broke all these what's called bias ideas.
Right. I understood, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Nothing.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
You are audible, sir. You are very well audible.
Sir, my query is that, sir, it's UGC list itself is very flexible as per my information.
No, nothing, sir. Sir, let us not.
Let me share my experience, sir. Let me share my experience. I had published a paper in July 2022. And later on, it is observed that in the October or August something, when they updated their list, that journal was listed out. Okay, sir.
Now you are talking about Scopus or some other?
No, it's UGC care, sir. It's only about UGC care.
Sir, I recommend you not to, because in case of Scopus and Web of Science, there is a matrix, which means that there is a standardization by which we can easily understand. In case of journals listed in UGC, there is no standardization. I can tell you, publishing in Web of Science and Scopus is much easier than publishing UGC, because a lot of uncertainty are there in journals listed in UGC, and here at least there is an agency which takes care of everything. So I will go step by step, sir. Thank you very much for your insights. Now let me go back. We will get back to you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no problem, sir. Okay, I will wait for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now everybody can mute yourself. Now we will go to the next one. So what we have seen how to shortlist a journal, and now I told you, you can go with the journals which have more number of papers. Now, you can ask me, sir, this journal have published to 441. Is there any chance that this journal may be removed from Scopus? So now that is what we are going to learn. Now, what is the first journal? I'm just clicking this journal. Now, if you just see here, what they have seen given here, they have given the name of the journal, Scopus Coverage 2009 to 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, all professors, please make it a point. In case, so now this is 2023, but see this coverage, the coverage got over in 2022. So you may have a doubt. So, but how come it is listed as #1 in Scopus? There are two options. One, this journal must have applied for extension and they must be in a waiting period. So to cross-check this, what you should do, see now I told you, if it is 2022, blindly, I can say, don't send any papers. Do some evaluation or do some examination before you send it. So what we are going to examine now, first thing, see, there is an option. Now it is very clear that this journal is listed till 2022, not 2023. Now it is, you may, now as a scholar, as a researcher, I will have a doubt in case whether this journal will get extension or not. So how to find it out? So now if you just scroll down, what are the things you see here? This side you see site score, this side you see SJR, SNP. So all these are values. Let us not go about it right now. Even if everything is 0, you don't have to worry as of now. So what we need to worry, first thing, we need to ensure that whether this journal is in current or not, whether we can continue or not. Okay. Now, what you should do, see there are 3 options here, site score and rank, and the Scopus content coverage. Click this Scopus content coverage. Once you click this Scopus content coverage, what do you see here? Can you see 2023? And if you just scroll up and see what is given here, it is given here only till 2022. But you have publications even in 2023, which means that they have applied for extension, and the Scopus, that is the reason why they have considered to add their documents, though it is not updated here. I think I made it very clear. Once again, I repeat. So what we do, first thing we check here, it should be till present. So that is a key word here. It should be from, it can be from any year, but it should be till present. Till present means you can blindly go and publish papers in the journal. If not, now there is a small doubt in this journal, 2022. But what it should be till present. So if it is till present, we are safe. If it is 2022, it's always good to examine. So how to examine? Check the Scopus content coverage. What is Scopus content coverage? If you click it, so they must have given you, in case if they have stopped in 2022, then I will not take risk of sending this my paper to this journal. But if you see here, 2023, which means that they are still in the process of extension. To clarify this, you can directly write to the Scopus, to whom you can write. See on the top, what do you see here? There is a question mark here, okay? Now, why we are writing a mail to Scopus? Just to check whether I can go ahead publishing in this journal and will my paper get updated in Scopus database? Just to clarify it. Already there is a proof that even 2023 papers are cited. Just to have a second check. So you can click this question mark, and there is an option called contact us. Once you click the contact us, you will get a new window, and they will ask you what is that you want to do. So you can just click an email, click this email, and you can send an email to them. You will get a response immediately to your email from which you are sending, and they will reply you in a maximum of 2 days time. That is one method. So one method to check whether your Scopus data base is active for the particular journal. Okay. Now what are the other things that we can notice? So now I told you just to confirm whether this journal is current state. just scroll and look down, see how many papers they publish. They publish 123, 127. It is a very good number. So definitely you can go for this journal. And secondly, we are making a double confirmation. See, in any of the Scopus database, there must be a page called source homepage. What is the source homepage? This is with reference to the particular journal. Why we are using this source homepage? Sometimes you can ask me, sir, why don't I copy this website? For example, let's say that some of your friends are telling the name of the journal. So you go to Google and type it, and it will take you to a website like this. So there is always a chance that it may be a fake website, because I have seen many of my friends who publish two papers and they will be waiting for updation, but it will never get updated because it is a fake website. So I'm not telling this is a fake website. If you go with a general Google search, there might be a chance, because we don't know which is original, which is duplicate, because we are very new to research. To avoid it, it's always good to take the source homepage. What is the source homepage? If you click it, automatically they will take you to the website. Now, this is the original website. So why we say this is the original website? Because the link is given in the Scopus database. So that is the reason why we trust. You can trust it. Now, why we have opened this? Just to cross-check how many papers are published in 2023. So just to cross-check this, we have come here. Now, if you see here, it is in Q1, which means that it is a very good journal. So you can always go for it. And we are here just to check how many papers have come. See, 2023. So 2023, how many papers got published? This is one. So once you click it, I'm sorry, I'm not taking too much time. I'm just trying to help you step by step. So how many papers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now all these 8 papers which are published will be in this document. You can cross check. Samuel Bucket. Okay, you can check it here. Samuel Bucket. Can you see this? Now we can take a step. Okay, I can publish my paper in this journal. Sir, is it English? I don't think it is English. It is in some other language. You can. Nobody cares, whether it is published by a German publisher or French publisher. You can always send papers to them, and it comes from a university. So they love to get your papers, and they will give you very constructive feedback if a journal comes from a university. And even if they say no, they will tell you reasons why it is not selected, and you can improvise your paper and resubmit it. I have an experience like that, resubmitting, and our paper got selected. So you can always go with this. Okay, now I think I made it very clear. Now we can directly go for this publisher. Okay, now we know how to shortlist a journal, how to check whether the particular journal is on date, up to date, and how many papers. So how we refine? So we take into consideration maximum number of things. Okay. So I think I made it very clear. Now, once you are in this page, if you see on the top, there is an option called Download Scopus Course List, Source List. What is this? This is very simple. In case if you think that scrolling and checking is very difficult, if you click this icon, this will be downloaded as an Excel sheet. So again, I don't advise if you are using a mobile phone. It's always good to use your laptop so that the visibility will be very clear. Multiple options will be enabled, because in mobile access there will be a limited availability of icons. So it's better you can use a laptop in case if you're going to filter all these things. Okay. So now, what is the difference between open access and this normal journal? Okay. So here itself they have mentioned open access. What does it mean? Which means that the publication is not free. You're going to pay some amount. The amount we can check it here in the website. So they will have the open access policies, everything. So when a journal very clearly gives us open access, definitely they are going to charge from you, and the amount may vary depend on their country and their requirements. But if you have sufficient funds to sponsor for your paper, you are most welcome. If not, you can write to the editor. Once your paper, there are some journals which will ask you in the very beginning, by the time you submit, you must be aware that this is an open access journal, you must be ready to pay. Only if you say yes, they will allow you to process your paper. In that case, once your paper got shortlisted, you can always write to the editor saying that I am from an upcoming economy, because India is still in the upcoming economy zone. So how much scholarship they will give? They will give up to 50%. Some journals gives up to 80% of scholarship. For example, let's say this particular journal charges $1,000. They can sponsor 70%, which means that they can waive 70% of your publication charge, and they can make you to pay only $300. In return, what they expect, they wanted you to publicize. They may ask you for 50 of the professors working in different institutions. Kindly get a willingness from 50 professors who are working in different institutions in your country. So if you should get a mail from them saying that I'm willing to receive emails from the particular journal. That also should be attached as a proof, because blindly you cannot take some websites and copy email from some websites and you can send it. What they need an approval from the persons from whom you are going to refer to the journal. So what is the advantage? So they will market their journal with these all learned people. So how much discounts they can give? Scholarship, they call that as a scholarship. So they can give up to 70%, because I know a few journals related to ELT, which gives scholarship up to 80%. I have that experience as well. Actually, the journal was charging around $1,500, but they asked us to pay only $250, which is very, very compatible. And we have some good citations also, because their coverage is really good. They send it to a lot of libraries, so many people will read your paper. Okay, so hope I made it very clear how to check the journals. So if it is open access, definitely you are going to pay. Okay, there are some journals, for example, let's say foreign literature studies. You click this journal. Once you click this journal, what you see here, foreign literature studies, Central China Normal University. See, very important thing that you must understand here, Scopus have not given the source page, which means that there is a chance that this journal must not be currently available. And what this second check we are going to do, 2022, there is no paper listed in 2023. So better not to publish in this kind of journals. So hope I made it very clear. Okay. So this is with the reference to selection of journals. Okay. Now coming back, very important thing is that in case of literature, what are the subject areas you can choose? You can, if you just see here, you can choose arts, humanities, general arts. You can choose literature. Already it is there. Okay. You can choose, because many journals in philosophy accepts literature as well as religious study. If your thesis is a thesis or research as religious study, you can add it. And if you scroll down, we have some more areas like now many journals are there for literature and English. If I am not wrong, there are about 5,800 journals for literature, for ELT and language studies, with reference to technology as well. If your research area is little bit related,
also will be part of the linguistics, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are many journals, sir. I'm just trying to give an example only from the view of literature. Many areas are there for language and linguistics. Okay, so once we selected it, just click it. Now just see there are 1,812. Already we have selected only quarantile 1, 2, 3 journals. So this is how we can come to know. Probably you can ask me, sir, don't you think it is a time consuming? Nothing, because we take a lot of effort in preparing our paper, and it is our basic responsibility to ensure to check the journal before we publish. Okay. Hope I have made it very clear. Now coming to the next very important part. I hope my screen is visible. Please take a screenshot of this page, 1 minute. Okay. Whenever you write a literature paper, make sure that you structure your paper like this. I have given just an example. I don't say all your papers must be like this, because I have conducted many conferences and I received some papers. When I happen to see the paper for the first time, I think it is a junk. There'll be no heading, no subheading. They just like that copy somewhere or rephrase somewhere or paraphrase something and write it in their own language. But that is not the right way to get our papers published in Scopus or Web of Science. What I'm showing is just an example. This is not my work, but I have tried to show you that, try to structure your paper like this. In case if you're writing your language-based research.
Page not visible, sir.
My screen is not visible?
Scopus. Still it is in Scopus.
Oh my God. Thank you very much, sir. Let me share it once again, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. Now is it visible, sir?
Now it's visible, sir.
Very good. Okay, sir. Now what I'm sharing on my screen is that I'm just trying to give you a sneak peek of making your paper into different units, rather than writing paragraphs after paragraphs. If you can really make your paper into units, that will be really good. So please take a screenshot of this. And this is one good structure, because I have taken this paper from one of the Taylor and Francis publication, and they are expecting our paper to be structured like this. So in case of literature, this is a structure they expect. And this is from one of the university journals. Whenever we do some researches related to language or linguistics, just take a screenshot of this. That's the reason why I told you to keep ready with your screenshot and print screen options. Take a screenshot of this. See how it is structured. So you will get an idea. Like, okay, so this is a good structure to follow. So in case of language or technology, you can have this kind of structures. Okay. Right. Now, please take a screenshot of this, because these are some of the very good libraries when we do research for language and linguistics or literature. I think with these 4 websites, you can get resources not less than 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs for literature language studies. So take a screenshot of this. Later, you can explore it. Take a screenshot, or you can print screen, whatever is convenient. You can always do it.
Sir, it may not be correct context, but I would like to know that how to know the different PhD theses or project roles.
Yes, sir. These websites are exclusively to know how many PhDs are there across the globe. For example, let's say that your research area is eco-criticism. You please log into these websites. It will give you, even from Shodh Ganga, they have integrated into these websites, which will give you a very clear idea how many theses are related to eco-criticism across the world. So they have a very good tool. That's the reason why I thought I should share this information with you.
So we can get PhD theses also.
You cannot get a PhD thesis, sir. You will get the area of PhD thesis.
Okay, sir. My query is how to know that that some different PhD theses.
Sir, these websites will have PhD theses, not the complete theses. Nobody will be ready to share their complete PhD theses. In Shodh Ganga, they have given open access to everybody, but that is not right. In case of other university websites, other government websites, what you will see is that you can scroll up to 1 or 2 pages in every part of their chapters, not the complete thesis. They will never share the complete thesis. What they will do, please write to the authors. They will give the author of the email. You can write it to them and you can get it directly from the authors. That is what I did, because my research work is was on American poetry. I have written to the author. Luckily, his granddaughter replied me, and I got some very good works from the granddaughter. So they will give information about the link to where we can write directly to the authors of the particular thesis. So these websites has those information, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, all right. So this is what we have discussed, right? Sir, please, this is very important for literature and language. These journals, these are different group of journals. For example, MDPI, if your research work is on language, linguistics, if it is on social literature, if it is on religion studies, you have some journals in MDPI. MDPI is a publisher. Similarly, I have shared with you different publisher names where you can go and explore. And in case if you want more journals in literature, you please go to this IGA. IGA has a good number of journals for literature, and again, Emerald Group also has a good number of journals for literature. Please take a screenshot of this. Again, I will share with you some other information. Just a minute, sir. Sir, do you think this information is really useful to you? Because I should not think whatever I share is good, because I have done some research and I'm trying to help you to understand that.
Yes, sir. Obviously, it is much useful, as I said.
Good, sir. Now I'm just opening the other documents. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I got it, sir.
Sir.
Sir, just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Yes, sir. Now I'm going to please turn off your microphones. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you another easy method to find an appropriate journal with reference to Scopus. Let's say, go to Google and type journal finder. So I went to Google and typed journal finder. Once I click the journal finder, please note the keyword that's very important. I have typed the journal finder. So once I click the journal finder, what are the things I see here? Please scroll and see. We have Elsevier. Elsevier is the one who is taking care of Scopus indexing. And if you just scroll down, just see Willis. Again, for those of you who are participating, Willis also has many journals listed in Scopus Web of Science. So you can directly click this and go for Willis. And Springer. Springer also has journals related to ELT, linguistics, natural language processing, language and technology, education, classroom psychology. And see here, MDPI, journal finder, Taylor & Francis, journal finder. Okay, you can ask me, Karthik, what is this, all these websites? Yeah, I will give you one small example. See, you can choose any of this journal finder. I'm just starting with one, which is from Elsevier. You don't have to sign in or do nothing is required. I will show you a live example of my recent paper. Sorry for taking time. I just ready. Okay, now I have one of my papers ready. So I'm just going to share you how we can find this paper. Okay. Now, what did they ask you? Actually, this is a paper which in progress, we are yet to complete it. So they have asked us for the title. So I have pasted the title here. And they have asked for the abstract. So I have pasted the abstract. So now if you scroll down, they must have asked you only few things, your title of the paper and abstract. Sir, madam, boys and girls, research scholars, abstract should be written at the last. By the time you complete your paper, you give a lot of importance to jot on your abstract very well, between 200 to 300 words as per the requirement of the journal. But when somebody reads your abstract, it must give an overview of the complete research paper. That's very important. That is a piece of marketing as well. So your abstract is your marketing tool. So now what I gave the title of the paper and the abstract. I clicked journal, find journal. Once I click find journal, so this is a part of Scopus. So Elsevier is the one who is indexing all the Scopus journals. So what do you see here? They have given here OA. OA means open access, which means that we are going to pay for it. And what is the second one? Yes. So yes stays for subscription. What is subscription? If a journal has OA and yes, please understand, if a journal has OA and yes, which means that if you pay for it, they will put your paper visible to all the readers. If you don't pay for it, it will be visible only for you, not for other readers. For the sake of publication, let's say that I'm a research scholar. My basic idea is to publish 2 papers. I don't want others to see my paper. I want my paper to be in Scopus. Then you can go for yes. Yes means subscription. What is subscription? Let's say there is a journal called Taylor & Francis. Taylor & Francis have published your paper. Before they publish, they will ask you, Karthik, do you want to put your paper in open access or subscription? When I say open access, I'm going to pay for it, which means that I want my paper to be read by many researchers across the globe. Why should I want my paper to be read by different people? Because when 100 people read my paper, very sure some 10 of them may find my paper useful and they may be citing my paper in their research papers. So that is the only idea. So that is the reason why I pay for sake of my readers. Okay, now I think I made it very clear. Now, when I say open access, I am making my readers to read my complete paper, hoping that some of them may cite my paper. So when they cite my paper, my citation goes high, thereby my H index also goes high. Now, I don't want anybody to read my paper. I don't want to pay anything. I want to publish. Okay. Let's say your paper is of high quality and you are publishing as yes subscription. What is this subscription? Let's say that I'm publishing my paper in Taylor & Francis. So if let's say that I have seen your paper title is really very good. So I want to read your paper. So what I should do, I should pay some amount to the journal, a very less amount to the journal to read your paper. So what is the difference? When you put it in open access, many people can read your paper and your citation may go high. But when you publish your paper in subscription, only people who are very much interested to read your paper. So they may not know, they may read your abstract, and if they are very, very particular that, okay, this paper is very good, I want to read this, then they will pay and get, that is called a subscription. For who is paying for the subscription? The readers, not the author. For author, it is free. So this is the basic information you should understand. So what is OA? OA stands for open access and yes. So see the first journal. What is the first journal? Journals of Pragmatics. So very clearly they have given open access and subscription, which means that if they select your paper, you will decide, the author will decide whether you want to publish with open access or subscription. See the cost of open access, $2,660. Oh my God. So if my paper get selected for this, then I will go for subscription because I don't have that much money. But you may think, sir, Karthik, only if you pay will they select? No, not like that. It is up to the author to decide whether you want to publish as open access or subscription. What are the important things that you must see here? It has a site score. What is site score? I told you, remember, any journal which are listed in Scopus will have a site score. Site score. See the site score, which means that, see, this journal is still present, which means that there is a site score. You can be very happy. Okay, this journal is in site score. See the next one, impact factor. What is impact factor? You remember I told you when they mention impact factor, which means that this journal is in Web of Science. So when this journal is listed in Scopus as well as Web of Science, which means that you can blindly go and publish your paper in this journal. See, acceptance rate 23%, which is really good. So you can ask me, Karthik, what should be the minimum acceptance? It can be 7. Even if it is 7% or 9%, definitely there is a chance for your paper. If the quality is very good, there is always a chance for your paper to get selected. Okay. Now, so these are the best. Now see the text to match. See the text to match. Text to match says 1, 2, 3, 4. Even 1, you can always go ahead because it is referred by Scopus. Don't worry about text match. You can write for this. Okay. Now this is how we list journals. See, for example, new ideas in psychology. Open access also there. Subscription also there. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, you always go for journals which has both open access as well as subscription. See this journal, Computers and Education. It says open access. There is nothing like a subscription, which means that there is no subscription. You have to definitely pay for publishing in this journal. So that is what we should understand. I hope I made it very clear. Similarly, for all the publishers, there is an easy method. If your paper is completely ready, why I tell you abstract? Abstract will clearly guide us to the exact journal. So give a lot of importance when you draft your abstract. So you have many options here: Elsevier, Wiley, Springer, MDPI. Again, if you go to the next one also, you have a lot of journals. So this is one of the easiest method by which you can always go ahead with the publishing. So I think I made this very clear. So how about you, sir? Did you find this information useful to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, Kartika, ma'am, so can I continue? Because, sir, participants, in case if you have just turned on and with some other works, you can go ahead with your works, taking dinner or something like that. For others, shall we go ahead for another 5-6 minutes based on your inputs? Please go to the chat box. Please go to the chat box and say whether this information was useful or not.
Sir, they have started to type in the chat box. Sir, you can have a look at it.
Your sharing is something very useless. You have taken my 1 hour time, so you can also type that. So chat
No,
box.
sir, no, not like that, sir.
You want me to check in the chat box? Okay, right. Sir, madam,
Very
sir,
easy, sir.
what I have shared with you is just 10%. Probably there are 90 more percent to share. Kartika ma'am, I will take another 5-6 minutes. Is it okay for you or others? Is it okay, sir, madam?
Yes, sir, sure, sir. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me share my screen once again. Okay, now I have shared my screen because this is another important thing that you must understand. Now, what I'm doing is, sir, Clarivate, C-L-A-R-I-V-A-T-E, Clarivate. See, Clarivate Journal Finder. What did I tell you? Clarivate Journal Finder. Please make a, sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clarivate Journal Finder. You can ask me what is Clarivate. Clarivate is nothing but Web of Science. Earlier, before 5-6 years, there were different indexing agencies. So what they have done, they have made everything as Web of Science groups. And Web of Science groups is owned by Clarivate, a company called Clarivate. And once you type Clarivate Journal Finder, you click this. It is similar to the previous page. You know, see, already they have asked you where to find journals and everything. See here. See, once you log in, it says Web of Science group, master journal list, search journals, match manuscript. See on the top, hope you can see my browser. That is the first option is search journal, match manuscript. Click this. So once you click match manuscript, it will ask you to log in. You can use your Google to log in. There is no need that you have to create a new user and password. If you have time, you can always create. If not, you can use your Google email and password, which can be automatically taken. So here also, they will ask you same information. Abstract. You can ask me, Karthik, whether the system is same. System is same, but I will give you more information. This website will give you a little more information related to your search. Okay. Okay. Now I have given title as well as the abstract. I click find the journals. Similarly here, see here, they have given a similar website. Now, please understand, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, research scholars, everybody, you can choose any journal in Web of Science. Let's say the impact factor is 0. I will tell you what is impact factor slowly. Now you are in this page. Once you are in this page, they will recommend a lot of, see here, the first one, on hold. What is this on hold? If any journal is on hold, don't publish it. Don't even try to send your paper. Don't even write mails to them because it is very clearly given on hold. So don't take any risk. Okay. You can always go with the journals which is not having on hold. Okay. Now let's say that you want to know a little bit. Now any journal listed in Web of Science has the impact factor. The impact factor can be even 0. That is what I want to show you. So now I want to send my paper to Journal of Archaeological Sciences because our paper is related a little bit to archaeology. What do you see here? See this page? This Web of Science is really well tailored made, no confusion. Nobody can cheat you. It gives you how many issues per year? 12 issues. Definitely you can go. When there is a the other metrics to choose a journal is that it must be at least quarterly. So your journal that you choose must be at least quarterly or 5 times a year. If it is 12 times a year, definitely you can go for it. So this journal is 12 times a year, which means that more chances for your paper to get published. So they have given you website. Directly you can go from here to the website because this will avoid going to a wrong website. There are many fake websites. Don't take it lightly. I have seen many of my friends had a very bitter experience. Always go directly from this website. Now, now what you understand, you know the name of the journal, how many issues are here. They have given, see all the SCI. There are many indexing agencies, SCI, ESC, SSCI. So as far as English language and literature, it can be indexed in anywhere. You don't have to worry. Okay, unless your university says that your journal must be indexed in Web of Science and SSCI. For English, it is called as Arts and Humanities. Okay, Arts and Humanities citation, social citation. So it can be anything. So you are as far as English language and literature teachers are concerned, our only concern is that it must be a journal listed in Web of Science. So what are other things? See the impact factor here, what they have given here, 2021, 2020, JCR subscription not active, which means that their impact factor is 0. Oh, no, they have impact factor, I'm sorry. Citation index. What is the impact factor of this journal? 1.80, 1.94, which means that they have an impact factor of 1.80. You can ask me, Karthik, in 2020 it was 1.594 and 2021 it has come down. You don't worry about it. Sometimes it comes down. When the citation goes down, naturally the impact factor also goes down. It is always fluctuating. It will not be stable for any journal. So don't worry. So let us not worry about. Now this impact factor is 1.80. And even if it is 0, that is a value. 0 is a value because don't say that I'm an English teacher. Don't fool me by telling 0 is a value. But science people say that 0 is a value. So even if it is 0, you can blindly go for it. So you can always go with any kind of journal, even if the impact factor is 0. So hope I made it very clear. So this is one easy method by which you can always go with Web of Science. In case of Web of Science, there are options like match manuscript. This is the best way. You can always check with journals. I don't recommend you to take a journal and check whether it is in Web of Science. Rather, you match your manuscript. That is the easiest way. This will save a lot of time. When your paper, abstract, and title matches with a journal, the chances of publications are very high. That is the reason why I thought I should show this with you. There is an option called downloads. downloads. Once you click downloads, what you see here, you can see all journals listed here. Okay, you can take JCR, anything is okay. So you can download the list of journals. There you can classify English, literature, language, and everything. So hope I have given you some information about Web of Science. So sir, madam, boys and girls, whether you publish in Scopus or Web of Science, it's always good. When it comes to UGC, there are different metrics that we must see. Probably next time we will definitely have a discussion. You can send an email to me. We will stay in touch because the research is all about getting connected. I will share my email address with you. Probably you can just make a note of it. If you think that really we can make some kind of a learning together, we can always learn. It's not that I know many things, you know less things, nothing like that. Every day is a learning day for us. This is my email and this is my blog. As teachers of English, please inculcate the habit of having a blog for yourself. Keep yourself updated. Actually, I failed to update for the past 2-3 months. I usually keep my blogs updated. Please write to me, and hope this session was useful to you as well as informative. Thank you very much, Dr. Karthika, for giving this wonderful opportunity. Hope I have not kept your name down. I think I kept your name flying so high. Hope you will also call me for future programs where we can have wonderful discussions with wonderful people who have joined here. Thank you, everyone. I know that it is very tiring for you after you came back from your job, but it's always good to be active in the evening and take some good rest. Hope you'll have a wonderful night. Thank you very much, all of you, for spending your time, and we will get back to you. And I have shared my email also in the group. Okay, so let's stay together and let's grow together. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much for accepting our invite.
1 minute. There is another question: H index and I-10 index. Again, Scopus. When it comes to Scopus has citation H index. When it comes to Google Scholar has H index, citation, H index, and I-10 index. What is I-10 index? The number itself says very clearly I-10. I-10 means 10 people have seen your paper, particular paper in particular year. That is why it is called as I-10 index. Again, it is a very big field, sir. Probably we will have a discussions in a separate one. If all Web of Science and Scopus journals have been listed in UGC listed, sir, don't get confused. UGC, once you log into UGC website, there are two options, option 1 and option 2. If you click option 2, it will take you only to a Web of Science and Scopus. Option 1, if you click, it will show you different kinds of journals. You can decide which one to publish. They don't care whether you publish in a Web of Science or Scopus. They need UGC listed journals. So any journals listed in Scopus and Web of Science are UGC listed journals. Thank you. Hope I have answered your question. Probably I will scroll up and see whether we have some more questions. Sorry, ma'am, Karthika, ma'am, don't scold me as if I'm taking your time. Probably you are.
Not at all, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Probably it is a content for one day. You are given me very 1 hour and asked me. This page which I encountered is not the same like yours. No. See, again I tell you, in case of Scopus, there is no need for any institutional Scopus or nothing. Probably use a Google Chrome. You will be directed to the exact Scopus page. There is no need for any institutional promotion in that. It will be same, I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. You have any formal?
Sir, thank you so much for accepting our invite. And indeed, it was a pleasure to have you here, sir. And thank you for that elaborate session on how we have to publish, how we have to search and execute. For everything, a base is important, sir, to know what it is. Only if the base is clear, then we can proceed. So you have given us and shown a path to the base. And I think it would have been useful for all the participants here, and I'm really happy to have you here in this platform, sir. Thank you so much.
The last question, Sandhya ma'am, Scopus accepts even papers with the highest number of authors for a Scopus paper is 641. 641 authors for one Scopus paper, which was published by Nature Journal because the data was collected from 641 zones across the globe. So that is. Thank you. So sorry, ma'am, Karthika, ma'am, there was a question I replied for it.
Okay, sir. In fact, I was so happy that you've given so much of time of yours, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice evening. All take care. Bye bye. See you.
The participants, I would like to inform you that the attendance certificate and your certificate regarding this faculty development program will be shared to you within 2 days. A link will be sent in group. Kindly fill that link and you will be receiving your certificate. In case of any queries, you can text me, and indeed it was really happy to have you all here. Thank you for your kind cooperation and expecting you to participate in the future activities which we conduct. Stay connected. In case if you want any help, you all can contact me anytime. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And on behalf of each and every one of us, wonderful coordination, ma'am. And so hats off to you, ma'am.
So even though we had few glitches in the day one, thank you for your cooperation. Thank you. Thank you.